Sup, y'all? My name's Patrick Ryan, and this is CrossForge Gaming Talking Heads. Recently, Susan Wojcicki, she's the CEO of YouTube, and she's been in some hot water in the past. She put out a video a while back. She started her own channel, and she put out a video kind of around the adpocalypse, and I think it was like her way of letting everybody know that, hey, YouTubers, I'm here, and I'm kind of hip, and I'm cool, and I get it, and I want to be part of this community, and it kind of came off really weird, especially because she had a lot of really big name celebrities in her video. The Rock was in the video, and there were a lot of other YouTubers who have a really big following, but a lot of the people who are like really into the YouTube community just didn't know who they were. And I'm not saying that was bad. She made an attempt to connect with the people that she needs to be connecting with. She made an attempt to connect with the community that she is the CEO over, and I applaud her for that, even if it fell a little flat. Susan Wojcicki is talking about Logan Paul. More specifically, she's talking about some policy changes that they made, and a lot of these policy changes seem like they were in reaction to the Twitch policy changes, which I actually made a video about that, which you can watch right here. She's talking about Logan Paul, and Logan Paul is this real obnoxious guy who just he's basically famous for throwing furniture in the pool in his backyard, setting it on fire, and videoing it and putting that on YouTube. That's why anybody has any idea who this guy is. He's just nuts. Not long ago, went to the suicide forest in Japan, and he came across a dead body, as one would expect you would happen when you walk in the suicide forest in Japan. That's what you're gonna find. And he films this body, and he puts it in his YouTube video. Now he blurred it out. I guess that was how he justified it. And not only that, but he put this dead body in the thumbnail. He tried to pass it off as some PSA. So there's a bunch of people out there who are like, we need to get rid of Logan Paul. Logan Paul needs to be banned from YouTube because he's just ruining everything for the rest of us, and we just need to get him off of there. And there's these petitions and all this other stuff. And Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube, is doing this interview, and she says, no, we shouldn't ban Logan Paul from YouTube because he has not done anything in our policy that is deserving of it. What she means is YouTube has a 3-strike policy. So you follow their policies, everything's fine, but if you break one of these policies, and you break certain policies, it's not just, any policy whatsoever, because a lot of these things are probably real minor infractions. I'm talking about really big things. And a really big thing would be putting a dead body in your freaking YouTube thumbnail, Logan Paul. That's a strike. Well, this is his first strike. Okay? He hasn't done anything else. When he gets to 3 strikes, then YouTube will go in and decide whether or not they need to ban Logan Paul. But until he gets there, this isn't even a conversation that we should be having. And that's what Susan was trying to communicate to the person that was interviewing her. And I kind of got the impression from the person that was interviewing her that she would like to see Logan Paul banned from YouTube. But Susan stood her ground. And you know what? I say, bravo, Susan. That's good. Stick to your policy. This is something that a lot of other places don't do, and it's actually something that YouTube has been accused of doing in the past. And I think that Miss Wojcicki is actually trying to fix this problem. Even though, she stumbled out of the gate, she put out that weird video on her channel, and it was strange, and it rubbed people the wrong way, and I totally understand that, but she's in here, and she's going, look, no, okay? Just because we don't like Logan Paul doesn't mean we get rid of him. Okay, just because you don't like PewDiePie doesn't mean you get rid of him. Just because you don't like some of these crazy SJW people that are on YouTube, like Steve Shives, doesn't mean you get rid of them. Okay, because once you start getting rid of people just because you don't like them, well, then what? Where is the line? You have to have a clear policy, and you stick to it. And I say, good for her. She's sticking to it, and it honestly is very comforting to me, because I'm gonna get on here. I don't have a script. I didn't sit down and write out what I'm talking to you. I'm just saying whatever comes into my mind. And if I say something ridiculous and I put it out there, I don't edit it out of the video, because I do edit these later, so there's a little bit of writing, you could say. There's some editorial discretion going on when I make these videos. To just say that, just because I don't like somebody, because they did something really douchey, you were just going to get rid of them. It's no, that's not a policy. I mean, I guess it is a policy, but that's a crappy policy. And I applaud Susan Wojcicki for sticking to the policy and saying we have a method for dealing with stuff like this, and we're not going to deviate from it, even if I don't necessarily like the content that this guy is doing. And that's good. And everybody here should be happy about that. So thank you, Susan Wojcicki, for sticking to your guns. That's going to do it for me on this episode of CrossForge Talking Heads. I almost did that CrossForge Gaming Heads that I accidentally did in this video right here, the CrossForge Gaming Talking Heads. I hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed it, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon, go visit us on Patreon, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. I love you guys. I hope you share us with your friends and family, and I will see you next time right here on CrossForge Gaming Talking Heads. Have a good one.